We are live. Hello, everybody. Hope you're well. I believe we got the celebrities already up. God, that's good, isn't it? I'm sorry I'm running a little bit late. I was on the loo, actually. It's a nightmare, that, isn't it? The thing is, out of the most inconvenient time to need the toilet, you know what I mean? Just happened to be as this show was started. So it's going to be 20 minutes the show tonight. So you need to get questions in earlier because otherwise we're just going to be doing, if we want longer shows, we're going to be doing private streams and stuff like that. So celebrities this week. Oh, we've got 5 people coming in. For the people who've just joined us and they haven't been in before, I need to explain the rules to you. Hello, Lorna Collins. Hope you're well. Basically, what happens is I've got 5 celebrities. You've got to ask them questions. Hello, Hayley Buckley. Hope you're okay. You've got to ask these celebrities questions, and I have got to answer as these celebrities. So who have we got this week? Right, which way? Oh, we'll start with Brian Potter. There we go. Phoenix Night. Oh, Jerry, I've had a nightmare with the Phoenix Club. I'm trying to outdoor entertainment. Bloody pissing down out there. Oh, why do you get the sheets over the top, dickhead? So there we go. There's Brian Potter.
And we got Leslie from Benidorm. Hello, son. Welcome to the salon. I'll take your bags while I'm dressed in drag. So if anyone's got a question to ask Leslie and ask me anything about the salon, then I will answer your question.
Hiya, Alan. How are you? Hope you're well. Happy Wednesday, by the way. I'll have a beer with you online if you stick with us. Hiya, Trudy. Hope you're well. Welcome back. Right, the next voice. The next voice is Andy Parsons, who has been on Mock the Week several times and goes higher as he goes along with his sentences. That's what I love about Andy Parsons. So if anybody has a question for Andy, then feel free to ask me and I will take 20 minutes to answer it because it takes him 10 minutes to say one word as he goes higher.
And another one's like Gaza. So if anyone's got any questions for Gaza, ask me them because I think he's a great bloke, man. I've worked with Gaza a couple of times and that, and I do remember he says to me, I remember the first thing he says to me was, he says to us, do you know what, son? Like, I was drinking 3 bottles of whiskey a day. I thought this needs to change. I said, what did you do, Gaza? He said, I started drinking 3 bottles of gin.
Legend. And moving on to the end, it is Peter Dixon. And if you want a question, or you can ask me, to be fair, I think with Peter Dixon, right, we're better off doing, just give me statements to say as Peter Dixon. I think that'll be funnier than asking him a question. You know what I mean? Like Peter Dixon, what are you wearing? Like Peter Dixon ringing up a sex line or something. Do you know what I mean? Like talking filthy to someone. What are you wearing? I'm feeling rather kinky. I think that'd be great as Peter Dixon. So if anyone's got anything to ask me, Samantha Combs just said, what's the strangest thing you have seen in a room at the hotel?
I take it that one's for Leslie. I got to say, the strangest thing I ever seen was when I walked in and Jacqueline, Madge, and Donald were having a threesome. And to bribe Madge, they had to give her 200 duty-free fags.
So that was that. I think that's probably the strangest thing.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably the strangest thing I've ever seen in the salon.
So, yeah, there we go. Thank you so much for that one. So, Samantha, hi, Lauren Lewis. Hope you're well, darling. Have you ever made an omelette using a Rusty Lee recipe? Who's that question for, please, Dean Moore? Because, I mean, I could answer it as everybody. If it's entirely up to you. Dean Moore is mental, by the way, right? But in a nice way. He's a lovely, lovely lad, right? He'll randomly call me, right? And I'll go, hey, Dean, you all right, mate? He'll go, all right, Danny, how's it going, mate? I says, yeah, I'm good. Oh, Danny, can I sing a song to you down the phone? And he'll start, like, singing Sometimes by Erasure or something like that down the phone to me. He's fucking nuts, but I love him. You think, right, so like the questions for Gaza, have you ever made an omelette
using a rusty lay recipe. Well, you know, the last time like I used an omelette, I think it was I can't remember what happened. I used 2 eggs, and then I used like some butter. Did I use any butter? Because you got to put the butter in the pan, haven't you? So I put that in, and then I started like it wasn't really going well, and I thought I'd burnt it. And then I realised the eggs that I put in were like Cadbury's cream eggs. They weren't like real eggs, you know what I mean? So I didn't use Rusty Lay's recipe, so it was a bit of a nightmare for us. So that's your question answered, Dean. I should buy a cookbook, really, like, and use proper eggs instead of the Cadbury's cream egg ones. Like, that's a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? So there we go. They're the eggs that Gaza used. Paul, how many pints would you need to make a pass at Leslie? I'll tell you what, man, right? Leslie, I reckon after a couple of pints, I'd say he's probably like he's definitely like a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10? Are you taking the piss? Son, look at me. I'm absolutely beautiful. I'm absolutely gorgeous. That is why I am the Miss World of Benidorm. Miss World of Benidorm, fucking hell. Unbelievable. Like, this is what happens. Like, this is why I've stopped drinking, because people like, I would have fucking ended up like that. Like, can you imagine me working at the salon? It'd be a fucking nightmare, wouldn't it? I will, like I say, I'll take your bags while I'm dressed in drag. And I think all of these shots have clearly caught up to me. I will clearly have, for fuck's sake, man. But I'd probably give it like, once I hear the voice, I'd probably give it like a 1 out of 10. A question for Andy Parsons. Have you ever been sworn at by a parrot because next doors kept swearing at me? I really don't quite understand the question, Dean, as I'm getting quite confused as I'm reading it. However, having a parrot swearing at me, I think is quite a funny thing, and I quite like that. But when it comes to next door neighbours keep swearing at me, I think that it is important that I am waffling on now, because I'm getting confused whether the parrot is swearing at me or whether the next door neighbours are swearing at me. In fact, my next door neighbour is Peter Dixon. Why don't you just fuck off? And I'm the neighbour from the other side, so like I think you should fuck off as well. While I'm there, I tell you what, I might as well call him a prick. Oh, I can't have this noise going out around my club. Oh, Jesus, sweet Jesus of Nazareth. What's going on here? Mary, behind the bar. Tell him to keep the bloody language down. Oh, the government say if you shout too loud, you catch bloody COVID. Oh, you 4 tits, get out now. Out, get out. Oh, you sure get out. We all live in the same street. I know that, dickhead. I know that, but you need to keep the bloody noise down. Otherwise, the bloody council will kick you out. Oh, sweet Jesus of Nazareth. Honestly, these people round here. Oh, me angina. Jerry, give me tablets. Oh, where's me pump? So there we go. I think that was that question answered, wasn't it? Hi, Sarah Cowlin. Hope you're well. Hope Johnny's okay, and the family, the kids as well. Any more questions? You've got 11 more minutes to ask some questions for these celebrities. Thank you so much, Fiona here. Mint LMAO. I love that. It's nice, isn't it? It's really weird because you don't know what sort of reaction people are sort of giving you when you're doing this. So, like, when people write stuff like that, it's you know, it's very, very nice. So, if anyone's got any more questions, or if you want me to say something, as Peter Dixon, feel free to ask, because I will say it in his voice, even if you want a sofa from DFS or SES. What is it the advert that he does? He's basically the richest voiceover man ever.
I know this sounds awful, but if he retires or sort of anything else, Fiona here. Hey, Danny, ask how best to deal with roaches. I believe this is going to be in the Solana, isn't it? Brian Potter could tell you how to deal with roaches in the club. I tell you what, if we have any roaches in that club, I'm going to have health and safety coming round, Jerry. Sweet. Just stand on the bloody bastards. If we have any more, Ant and Decker in the kitchen trying to cook stuff. They're fucking everything up because roaches get in the food. We got pensioners coming in here, Jerry. We got pensioners coming in. We don't know whether they're going to be dead the next day because of bloody COVID. Sweet child of mine.
So the best way to get rid of roaches is, like Brian said, just stand on the bastards.
Do you need your off for you and Benidorm, isn't it, son? Just copy off what I say, dickhead. There we go. So that's probably the best way to deal with roaches. Just stand on the bastards. Sarah Collin, how is Gaza dealing with social I tell you what, right? I think the best way to deal with social distancing, is to be fair, I quite like the fact that the rules come in because, I just hate it when people just fucking come up to you all the time and just start torturing you, you know what I mean? When you're as famous as me, you're a legend, Gaza, you know what I mean? The best footballer ever to grace this earth. Gaza wouldn't say that, by the way, because he's such a nice bloke and he's got no ego about him. But that's basically what I think of Gaza. Best way to deal with social distancing, I'd say, is probably just not go out. I just think, you know what I mean? I can't stand it when I get tortured, but then when I do, it's great because I'm in a nice social environment and I'm making everybody laugh. Do you know, last time, every time I see Gaza, right, I've worked with Gaza about 5 times, and every time I go to him, I says, hey, Gaza, you all right? And he always says the same thing to me. He always goes, hello, son. Good to see you've still got a head full of skin. Head full of skin. Brilliant, isn't he? So that's basically how we deal with the social distancing. You could take over. I'm cooking spaghetti, pissing myself in the kitchen, and the kid thinks I've lost the plot. I've just got visions of Peter Dixon doing a running commentary. Samantha Coombe is cooking spaghetti, and she has lost control. There is spaghetti all over the floor, and the dogs are eating it up. The kids are absolutely furious. He should do the voiceover for I don't know if Big Brother was still around, or Love Island. Do you know what I mean? I think it'd be good if he'd done the voiceover for Love Island. That'd be quite funny, wouldn't it? Can you imagine him doing the voiceover for Lover? As you can see, there is a load of brain-dead people in bikinis and shorts who are craving attention because they can't do anything else apart from be good-looking and have sex. That'd be good to watch, wouldn't it? And he'd speak the truth as well, Peter Dixon. That's what I love about him. Colin A. Mayhew. Hey, Brian. Do you fancy taking over the Stanley Club? Do I fancy taking over the Stanley Club, Colin? Do I fancy taking over? I've had enough of the Phoenix Club. I'm having enough of the Phoenix Club. Honestly, I'm up to hearing bills. I wish I was a bit taller. You can't. You stand in the bloody wheelchair, can you? I'm up to hearing bills. How do you think I'll be able to take on another club? I bet Den Perry would take it though, wouldn't he? The bastard. Absolute dickhead. Jerry, give me tablets again. I can't cope. Hayley Buckley. Any beauty tips, Leslie?
What I would say is I generally go for my makeup. I generally go to the Avon because Avon is something that I think is fantastic value. And not only that, is the seller in Benidorm. And then you get the lucky men who try and even undercut Avon. And they're using the same stuff. But I got to say, I much prefer it when Sandra comes round because I trust her. And she doesn't try and sell me drugs on top.
So, yeah, there you go, Hayley Buckley. Thank you so much, Leslie. Leslie? Leslie? Not like Leslie Larnos in our club.
Why is it all about you? Benidorm is a better show than Phoenix Night.
Is it now? Do people want to watch people sat there in their underpants with fucking bellies hanging out I don't want to watch people sat in a club, a proper club, with proper prices. Dickhead. You could take over from Peter Dixon. I'd love to take over from Peter Dixon the money he's on, Lauren. I'm not going to lie. Because you can just say anything as Peter Dixon, couldn't you? Like, it doesn't even matter what you do say. It is just funny, isn't it? Here we go. Avon, True Colour. It just makes Avon True Colour sound. How's the celebs coping with wearing masks? Right, here we go. So who shall we start with? Peter Dixon, right? I've got to say, I do love wearing my mask when I'm on the tube because I love doing the X Factor voice and shouting stuff randomly, but nobody knows it's me because I'm wearing my mask, especially when I shout out DFS or SCS or the X Factor. Everybody looks around and says, where is that man? Nobody really knows what he looks like. Especially when he's wearing a mask. I didn't know the voiceover man for the X Factor was a ninja. Yeah. I will, to be honest, like masks, I think are a load of shit anyway. So like, I don't even wear them if I'm honest. Andy, what do you think about the masks? Well, as I do a lot of topical material, I believe that the governments have basically bought too much PPE to the point where they need to sell it to the public to try and get the economy back on track. But at the same time, I do know that the economy is completely fucked anyway, so they are fighting a losing battle. Leslie.
Well, I've got to say, what I'd like to say about the mask is I'll only wear a mask as long as it's one of those ones that has lipstick on. Because if it hasn't got lipstick on, then there's no point getting it. Because otherwise, I just won't look beautiful.
Mask. Oh, you can get fucked if you think I'm going to wear a mask. I run a club, for fuck's sake. I run a club. People come into the... How can you have a drink when there's a mask on? How can you drink? You got to keep pulling it down. Then you're going to beer on the mask. That's going to cause germs because someone else has drunk out of the glass. Oh, the logic of this government. Oh, absolute dickheads, a lot of them. Absolute bellends. So there we go. That's how all the celebrities are coping with wearing masks. Fiona here. Can you do Marcus Bentley on Big Brother? Well, I can do him, but he's not in this episode, mate. So you're going to have to wait. He might be on the next show. Peter Dixon should do lockdown announcements. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Peter Dixon doing lockdown announcements. Like you're in the train station, all you hear is, stay home, stay safe, unless you really need to earn some money. Like, just get realistic about the whole shit. How would Peter Dixon do commentary for MMA? Oh my God, Joe Rogan would lose his job, wouldn't he? Man, that's a fucking great leg kick. Like Joe knows the ins and outs of fighting, doesn't he? But Peter Dixon, can you imagine that? Oh my God, what an absolute amazing knockout. Followed by a takedown, which he didn't need to do because he knocked him down anyway, and then tries to armbar him when he was knocked out. That is what happens when you have Steve Mazzagatti as the referee because he's shit. Is Steve Mazzagatti still refereeing Drew Peacock? I don't know. But he was the worst ref ever, wasn't he? Right, we've got 1 minute left for questions. Give us a couple of bits to say as Peter Dixon just to finish the video off, and then we can kick on, can't we? Any more questions? Right, we're going to wind it down with the celebrities then. I'd like to say on behalf of the Phoenix Club, by the way, cheapest club in the country. By the way,
yeah. Well, if you want cheap booze, come to Benidorm because we're all inclusive, so that's even cheaper.
Cheaper my ring piece, son. Cheaper my. Have you seen how much it costs to go all inclusive now? And then I've got to come back and miss 2 weeks of work because of COVID. Fuck going to Benidorm, dickhead.
I'd just like to say that if I say goodbye, it will take even longer. Shut the fuck up, man, Andy. Jesus Christ, man, you go on forever, don't you? I'd like to say thank you so much to everybody. Like, it's been a great time and a great laugh. And I'll see you all next time. So, thank you very much for watching
the many faces of Danny Posthill. So feel free to share this video. And also, if anybody would like to donate, please feel free to donate to Danny Posthill's Joke Pit page, as he has got a couple of gigs coming up. However, not enough as he had before because of the, as Donald Trump calls it, the Kung Flu. So yeah, feel free to donate to the page, share this video, get your mates to like me page as well, because I do need a few more likes, and then it starts getting monetized then, and then start getting adverts and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Which is good. Which me and Kane have worked so hard to do during lockdown. We've been putting so much content out there. So thank you, Samantha Coombe. I'm so glad that your spaghetti bolognese was a bit more interesting this evening. I was going to say safe journey home, everybody, but you sat in your house anyway, aren't you? This is what I needed. Well done, matey. Thank you so much, Fiona, and I'll speak to you soon. Oh, by the way, I'm doing a gig on Friday at Hornsey's in Hartlepool, if there's any fellow Hartlepool brethren watching tonight. So, yeah, pop in and see us. See you later, everybody.